Good evening, fellow viewers. Decided to switch up the setting. I thought, why not? Let's just jump in the hot tub, do a bit of leisure maxing. So, just been doing this evening. But anyway, back on to the topic of being nice. Now, it's something that kind of strikes me as a thing that can bring both opportunity, but can also make you feel better about yourself and know that you at least made some slight contribution to society. The reason why I say this, I've noticed in my life as a nearing adult that people struggle to go out of their way to give someone even the slightest compliment. Like, the compliment genuinely does not have to be some crazy over the top YouTube how to pick up girls kind of compliment. That's not what I'm implying. Like, the compliment can be as simple as I don't know, I like your jumper, or I like your hairstyle, or something like very, very simple and something that anybody can think of. But, like, for example, I went on a walk, specifically a walk with no headphones and just kind of admiring the present moment, and I just see people walk past each other. Now, not all were doing this, but quite a few were just kind of walking past each other, either giving each other a very awkward smile, or they just didn't notice each other at all. And I know for a fact that these people know that they're walking past somebody, but they just don't really want to make eye contact and say something, because people, a lot of people now think too much. They think that, like, this person's gonna, like, judge them. Mate, it's just a random person. Again, I'm just, like, kind of pondering on my own thoughts, so take all this with a grain of salt, as I say. But this actually occurred with me on a Sunday morning. I went to a coffee shop. It's kind of like a ritual for me, and I just sat at a table as usual, and I did some work while having my coffee, and then also did some reading. And whilst I was doing this, an old lady sat beside me, and I said the good mornings and all that kind of stuff, and I just gave her like a little compliment. I to be honest can't remember what I said, but that slight compliment both made her kind of smile, but it also sparked a conversation that ended up lasting for, I don't even know, an hour to an hour and a half of us just straight talking about just most random but also very interesting things. And I found out that this old lady, was friends with my grandfather, and her husband is like really good friends with my grandfather and all that kind of stuff. And I just was like absolutely shocked, but also very grateful, that I, said that compliment and all that kind of stuff. And back to the video. So I'm not just talking about myself. As the viewer watching this, I want you to, it doesn't matter who the person is, it doesn't matter if you're like a dude watching this video and it's like a hot girl, or, some random old dude, or if you're a girl watching this video and kind of the same thing. I want you to just, if you're for example sitting somewhere in public, just if you notice something or you don't even notice something, and just say something nice, because it never hurts. I don't think any normal person would insult you or anything for saying something nice to them. That's just what I think. I don't think anybody of at least semi-functional consciousness would go out of their way to do anything negative about that. And just see what happens. That person might just say something nice back, or something might arise from that. You never know. There's only a finite amount of days on this earth, and we're all slowly dying. So why don't just do just a small contribution to society? Because at least then you have some kind of purpose. Your purpose, at least, or your semi kind of purpose, is to brighten people's days. Anyway, hope you got something out of this bit of a ramble, and hope you have a wonderful evening.